Hey guys, welcome back. It's part 4. It's time for part 4 of Blake, and I know what you're thinking. Everyone's thinking, Rattle, how many of these damn Blake videos are you going to make? And the answer to that is one more. At least one more. The video that I teased in the last one is still coming, but there's been just more and more dumb stuff leaking out of this investigation, stuff that's constantly popping up. Constantly stuff to add to the story here, and as long as we get new material, as long as new shady things are popping up and people are coming forward and talking to me about them, I'm sure there's still some stuff that I need to get into with some people that have worked with Blake before. If you have, please reach out. I would love to talk to you. We'll figure out what we can and can't share in order to protect you from Blake the bully, but in the meantime, I am going to tease him a little bit. We're going to go through here, and yes, you see that right on the screen. If you go to Blake's Breaks on Whatnot, apparently it's looking a whole lot like the rattle is a banned word, a muted word. Sorry, that's pretty funny. That is classic. I'm gonna show you Blake. If anyone wants to say hi to you in the comment section here on YouTube or on Twitter, wherever I post the video, then they're welcome to do so. I will never silence them if they want to say Blake is cool. He's the best. He plays football. He used to play football. They can do that. I'm not worried about it. Again, it's weird. It's weird that you gotta hide this stuff instead of just coming out with what it was at the beginning. But now that we look into it more and more, it just keeps getting worse. It's one of those things. It's the rabbit hole that keeps on holing. It's just gaping. It's gaping. It's deep. It's as deep you can never fill it. You can keep dumping stuff into it, but we will never hit the end. So for anyone that isn't familiar, that's watching this video before the other ones, I'm going to go ahead and suggest that you go back and watch the first 3 before this one for context. But the main issue here, or the thing that stemmed all of this, was one of Blake's breakers here, who did a little pack switcheroo. They did this because the packs in question here, the Darkness Ablaze packs, they are mappable. They are known mappable. No, not everyone knows that they're mappable. But the bounty games, the very famous carnival bounty games that Whatnot runs, that Whatnot G-Baller 69s like to rip people off with, like to make some extra money. When you can't make money, it's not 2021 anymore. People can just go buy their own cards. Oh, a little nervous hand flipperino there, because she was scamming. That's right, she was scamming. She doesn't want to admit she was scamming. For some reason, Blake doesn't want to say she was scamming. I don't know if Blake is afraid that she's going to say, hey, Blake is a wiener baby 69 and he does all this stuff in the background, because that's the theme. A lot of people that I have talked to want to remain anonymous. I respect that. It's a shame because a lot of the information that they give me, without proper receipts that don't trail back to them, because they're a little bit afraid that Blake is going to do some lawsuit shenanigans, since he seemingly he's one of those guys. He likes to threaten that stuff, instead of just being right or being honest and talking it out. You wouldn't want to do that. It's a weird honest thing to do, and definitely not his cup of tea from what I'm hearing. But regardless, that, or again, it's a lot of the people that have issues or had issues with Blake are probably also on the platform, and they're a little bit concerned that they're going to get kicked off the platform, because he is, well, I guess if he owns stake in, I don't have the official numbers on that. Blake, if you'd like to share with us down in the comment section, welcome to tell us, or send me another DM and just tell us how much of the company that you actually own. Would love to see it, would love to know it. That way we can speak in absolutes instead of just assuming. From what people tell me, it's 20% of the company that he has stake in. So again, I could be wrong on that, but Blake is welcome to correct us if he so chooses. It could be more, it could be less. I don't know. I'm not totally sure. If anyone has the details or is able to dig that up, so we can be 100% certain, that would be appreciated. One thing we do know for certain is there are a lot of people. It seems like anyone and everyone that used to work with Blake does not like Blake. The common theme that we can at least discuss vaguely. We can't go into detail because, again, I don't want him taking that out on any of the individual people that decided to talk to me. But the going thing is that he likes to negotiate, usually in a verbal sense. He'll tell you he's going to give you something, and then he's gonna backtrack on it. That's I think it's probably safe to say that that's a thing, just because I've heard it time and time again that's how he rolls. Never mind setting up a deal, and that's the deal. It's always it's a backtrack deal. It changes for some reason. I don't know why you can't just come forward with the deal, the agreement up ahead of time. I guess if it's not written, it's just like a footballer's promise. I don't know. All right, here we have it. I've seen. Oh damn! I forgot the. There's a screenshot of someone. If you guys aren't on Twitter, following this absolute train wreck, I suggest you follow me on there. It's Rattle Pokemon, just like everywhere else. No, still not banned on Instagram for it, but just crossing my butthole. One day it will be. Twitter, oh my god, the absolute dumpster fire that is Twitter, and the stuff that's going on there. You're probably gonna want to jump in on that action. But yeah, someone posted, and I forgot to include it in this slides. And no, I'm not going to go back and edit it in. You'll have to check the Twitter for it. But someone was saying that there's 12 people in his live stream. I don't know if it was just starting or it ended or something like that. But you know what? It kind of wouldn't even surprise me that there would be less people in there, because apparently everyone's getting banned. If you bring up anything to do with the pack, swipperoo, swapperoo, anything to do with that, yeah, you get your butt banned. And again, yes, that is, it's weird. If you got banned from his stream, please let me know what you did to get banned, because maybe we should assemble that information as well, because it is a whatnot rule that you can't just ban somebody for no reason. You have to have an actual justification, and if they're not being like harmful or like hateful or whatever. And I don't think talking or asking about something that where you're ripping off customers is necessarily toxic and or ban worthy. I don't know. Whatnot could maybe comment on that. Again, they'll make an official statement for us once we collect all the information on all the banned individuals. And again, if you have information, the best place to reach out to me is definitely on Discord. And if I don't get to you right away, and if it's something urgent, then at me in Discord general chat, in my Discord general chat. And that way I can get to it a little bit sooner, because I have a flippin' mess. I have a backlog and a half. Again, for some reason, the secretaries that should be lined up, they're not applying for the job, unfortunately. I have desks. I have a bunch of desks ready. I thought that the desk came with secretaries to go through those messages for me, but they don't. All right. So, yes, you get this old notification here. You get banned. We get some muted words. Was it Rattle? If anyone knows, if anyone would like to play the Find Out What the Muted Words Are game, and let me know about that, I would much appreciate it. I'm going to assume Rattle is one of them, which is pretty funny. I feel very honored. Now, let's get into some top secret documents from Blake. Yes, we have a nice little tidbit here. They're again telling the people what price they need to hit on this stuff. And many of the people that reached out to me told me that if you don't hit those prices, you are going to be in trouble. Blake is going to yell at you. Whoever your manager is, they're kind of like sectioned off into different groups, and the manager of the group will probably yell at the individuals who do not make the dollar amounts that they're supposed to. And yeah, you saw it right. Never mind the fact that it's supposed to be like an auction kind of thing, and the customers, the competition on there is supposed to find out or tell you what the price is that you're hitting. So again, if you're gonna get yelled at, if there's pressure to you have to get this many dollars per pack or whatever, I totally see a world or a situation or multiple situations where these individuals, in order to do that, in order to please Daddy Blake, so he doesn't put his football helmet on and spear them. Maybe they're going to cheat a little bit. Maybe there's some influence there. Maybe there's a little bit of a push that maybe they got to shill bid. Maybe they have to shill bid in order to get those $12 a pack. $10 to $12 a pack for Rebel Clash. Jesus, squeeze this. Yeah, we get some wild prices on here. Again, don't pay those prices. Just go buy your own packs, buy your own cards, join the happy hour on Saturdays with us, and open them with us if you want some company opening your own packs. And people took it very seriously, and a couple of people asked me like, "Hey, I thought you were going to scam me if I came in here to open packs." No, that's up to you. If you want to scam yourself, again, you can go ahead and do that. I'm not going to scam you for you. if that makes any sense. If you're into that stuff, maybe we can like, we'll overreact when you like pull stuff off screen. We'll tell you that you resealed it or something, or that you swapped out the cards. It'll be a good time regardless. So the most important thing here is man, the let's go and let's get it. Let's go. The friggin' G-baller chant. Every single one of them do it. They all do it every time, all the time. The thing here is it says, we'll give you guys slabs for the bounties or reimburse you for the slab that you use. Just make sure the bounty is a hard pull. So I don't know. It's weird. There's always like an emphasis on make sure things are hard to pull, make sure things are hard to get. And I heard, and up until recently, it was only kind of hearsay. There was no like, actual receipts for it, but there have been people that talked to me and told me about the fact that Blake and the crew, the recommendation is to essentially, in a way, the same way that you would count cards. You have your tote full of sleeved blisters. You know kind of how many hits are going to be in there. So essentially what the workers are being told, this is relayed through me and now through some, I guess, a screenshot here that we're going to take a look at. But the people that were running this stuff, essentially the strategy, the technique that was taught to them or told to them was the fact that depending on how many hits are left in the tote, you should get a pretty good idea of how many should be in there. Then you either add packs or don't add packs, whether you want to hit the bounty or not hit the bounty, which is, yes, that's manipulating. Even if you're not opening the packs, by adding and removing, well, not removing, by adding or not adding cards to that, depending on how big the bounty is, depending on when you want the bounty to hit, is definitely manipulating things, whether you can see through the packs or not. Now, no, that is not, it's still bad. It's still really, really bad, and showing that you're trying to deceive and manipulate when things are going to be hit. And again, usually I take it with a grain of salt whenever like people are saying like, oh, nothing's ever hit until they want it to hit. They'll hit something early because the bounty won't be that large. And then they can say the whole stream that they hit bounties already, or they hit a bounty already. And then towards the end of the stream, then when people can dump more money in because they want to hit the bounty before it ends, they'll up the odds, or they'll change the game. They'll change the game slightly to make it easier for you to win the game and get that bounty, to get those big dollars at the end, the big bids at the end, to really close out strong, and then just only have to give stuff away that one time. It's all very calculated. Maybe not very calculated, but it's calculated and manipulated in a way to allow them to milk the most money out of it as possible. And no, it's not fair. And it's especially not fair when you start doing the pack swapping kind of stuff. When you're relying on the fact that you know what energies are in the packs, and you swap the packs out to make sure that no one's going to hit it. Maybe someone's going to hit it later. They'll hit it later, but you don't want them to hit it yet. So you're deceiving the person basically that you're swapping the pack out on, or anyone else that had a potential to win, and you remove that from them because you didn't want it to hit that early. So like, here's the pressure. There should be not like, is it hard? Is it easy? You kind of make sure that you're only hitting so many because we don't want to pay it out. No, it should be just, these are the odds. Sometimes you put out more, sometimes you give out more, sometimes you give out less, and it works itself out in the end. Yes, there is a little bit of statistics that goes into it. I keep saying in the next video, the video that was supposed to be before this video, or that was supposed to be instead of this video, that's going to be postponed a little bit, but that's coming soon. So keep an eye out for that one. Now, Bismack he's been absolutely on the ball here. He's got the Blake Martinez. If this is real, $1 million question, or should I say bounty, would blow the lid off this whole Blake's break situation. So again, if anyone has any other DMs that are similar to this, where there's actual talk of manipulating anything beyond like what the odds are within a pack, sure, whatever the odds are within a pack. But when you start relying on the fact that you know, as the person that's breaking this stuff, where the energies are, how many hits are left in the tote approximately, even if you don't know the exact number, if you hit a bunch of heavy stuff, then let's just read through this here. We got Blake who says, let's go. Also for Pokemon, everyone please get a bin and put 4 to 5 cases of sleeves dumped into the bin. Use that for your individual streams. Have it labeled with your name to keep track and use only your bin. It is the perfect amount to make you average bounty hit consistent. And if you have one stream of 3 bounties hit, out of it, you know your next stream you will hit a ton. So don't use that many bounty items. Keep it small. And then the next stream and the week stream, you will be able to go crazy and do crazy product. So yeah, that is some seriously scummy stuff. And I do believe that this is a reputable or reliable source or sources that this came from, because I'm also hearing this from a lot of people that don't want to come forward publicly and talk about it. This is like to a T exactly what I'm hearing from other people. Well, not exactly what I'm hearing, but the same kind of like dirty strategies that you would expect from this kind of stuff. And the kind of stuff that would like you push this a little bit further, and then all of a sudden we're in pack swapperoo land where you can map out the energies and you exploit people that way. This is pretty much there. And that's why I kind of think that this was coming from an all-around source. Again, there's more on that to come. Man, there's so much more to cover on this. And I can only imagine by the time I get that assembled, we'll probably have even more. But it's important here, guys, because no, they're not the only people that are doing these shenanigans. But clearly, it's going on at the highest level. And we have Whatnot running defense on them. They're saying that, oh, we didn't find it. There's nothing going on here, guys. By the way, that Whatnot tweet, or Zweet, sorry, is only, it's still got the 1 like on it, and it's probably their own like. That or maybe Blake liked it. The more we focus on these behind the scenes stuff, the more successful and calculated your streams can be. Whoa. So more you can focus on it, right? So if you're going to focus on like, maybe there's a nice little exploit in Darkness Ablaze sleeve blisters that we can open them up. We can know where the energies are, what the energies are, without opening the packs, right? That's above board. That's gotta be within the rules, right? That is why I went crazy last night, because I knew barely any Gengars could be left. Yeah, see, guys? Do you see this? This is what they're talking about. This is what he's talking about behind the scenes. He's not saying that on stream. No, he wouldn't want. He doesn't want anyone to see this that's on the buying end of things, which is pretty wild, because if you're going to burn as many people as you have burned in the community, in the Whatnot G-Baller community, the breakers and shakers, whatever you want to call them, then yeah, this is not like going to be hidden forever. This was bound to come out, and yeah, the only reason it didn't come out is because people are essentially worried or scared that he's either going to take some sort of legal action, or he's going to kick them off the platform where they're trying to sell cards. I've seen this countless times where people are afraid to say anything to Whatnot or do anything at Whatnot or come out publicly to talk about Whatnot situations because of the fact that they don't want to be reprimanded, which is sad. That's not how the platform should operate. If you have people that have actual concerns like the ones that we're covering in this video series, then you definitely need them to be able to openly converse and bring that stuff up. You should be thanking people that do bring this stuff up, because the more you clean this off the platform, the less ridiculed you're going to be by people like me. All right, so Bismack, thank you for sharing that. That's where I saw it first, but it was posted on Reddit by Accountability for You. And very cool here. Again, same screenshot. And they say, can't really say he's not involved in people's shows anymore. My favorite part is, I knew barely any Gengars could be left. Yeah, that's dirty. Again, I think he did it recently too. Maybe even after it was very recent, where he was like trying to find a Tina. It was like, oh, you pull any Tina, then you can win. But if there was a bunch of packs that went by, because he probably knew that there was a lack of Giratinas in there, and voila. Extra dirty with stuff like booster boxes, where especially like the Scarlett and Violet ones, where you almost certainly get a gold card and an SIR, or 2 SIRs or 2 gold cards per booster box very consistently, as we've seen with the boxes that I've opened. That kind of thing You put those in a tote. You're going to pretend that it's truly random. But again, you're manipulating things behind the scenes, and this should 100% be against terms of service for Whatnot or for anywhere else. Like anyone that knows that you're doing this kind of thing, that sees this message, that watches this video or this series of videos and is still buying stuff from you, I don't know. I can't help them. I don't know how to help them because clearly they just want to be ripped off. I mean, if you're on Whatnot anyway, you probably have a little bit of a desire to be ripped off. You got to know what's going on there, guys. It's bad stuff. Again, everything here, everything that we're looking at, everything that we're going to look at in the remainder of this video it's all very easily manipulated. They can have a tote all they want. If they know how many hits came out of that tote, it's statistics. They can say like, oh, well, let's make the bounty extra juicy. Then we can really milk these idiots. We can take everything they own. My God, the odds of hitting it are going to be so slim because there's nothing left in the tote. Don't add more packs to the tote. That'll make it more likely that they hit the stuff. We want them to like be drooling. We'll put a bunch of crap on the screen, a bunch of booster boxes and stuff like that. Even though the odds of them the odds of them getting it is slim to none. They can bid against each other. They can spend way too much money and not even really have a real shot, or the shot that is advertised, or the shot that should be there, with the true random odds of getting something from a pack, because we've already drained out the tote. The tote is drained, guys. So that's the thing. That's what I've been hearing. I've heard it from multiple sources. The tote manipulation is the manipulation. No, I didn't hear anything. No one that worked with Blake had any input on like, okay, yeah, stuff is resealed. He's resealing packs or something like that. Again, I don't know if we're going to end up at some point finding some stuff that was, finding out that there's something fishy going on with that. But if they can find ways, this shows if there's ways that they can manipulate the game so that you are more likely to lose, that you spend more money and you have less odds or the worst odds possible of getting something from it, they will take that advantage. And this shows me that, I mean, it's very clear with the Darkness Ablaze Swapperoo that was manipulation in order to prevent somebody from winning a prize. I've seen people that are like, oh, why he's got $1 million bajillion. Why is he gonna scam people for $75? It's not $75 if it's over and over and over and over every stream. We have people saying now, they're like, oh my God, people are actually winning the bounties now in the games. They're actually winning the games now at a regular normal interval. It's not just like someone wins at the start and someone wins at the end, and everything in between is just shafted. Shafttown, USA. Yeah, because they're probably trying to hide now at this point. Do you think they're going to keep? They might be dumb enough to keep doing it, and then we're just going to keep covering it. Again, I'm going to beat the living hell out of this dead horse until I run out of new things that we find here. And my apologies for anyone that gets bored of it, but I think it's important that we absolutely just bury this thing as hard as we possibly can. That's the only way that people are going to learn. I mean, you can ban the word rattle all you want. If people get the word out, if you end up having to ban every single person that comes into your stream, then so be it. Ban them. I'm not saying that anyone should harass anyone else, but I think it's sad that you can't take criticism. You can't have a real conversation. I thought football people were supposed to be tough. You've probably done like some media interviews and stuff like that, so it's weird that you can't just actually speak without crying and pretending family matters and all this other crap when... And then in the next sentence, you're talking about how, or in messages, you're talking about how many people you've hired and fired. But it's just like a couple select families matter, and they're going to make you fucking tear up. Get the fuck out of here. All right, this is a snippet sent to me by one of his dozens of fired employees. They said that it was posted in March 2023. This is from Blake's private Slack channel. Thoughts? So... good job, Blake. Make sure you have this stuff written out. And again, guys, if you're having meetings like this, if there's troubles like this, I do suggest everyone, as long as it's legal to do so, record whatever conversations you're having with with business kind of partners and anything like this whatsoever, just in case he's telling you to do something and then throws you under the bus or whatever, whether it's Blake or whether it's anyone else that's kind of a sketch dog to the extreme. All right, now this little tidbit here, and again, I would love to see the actual numbers on it. I don't know if we're able to dig those up anywhere, or if anyone has access to them or can find them, or if Blake just wants to send me what the actual numbers are. But we got a nice little you go on ahead here on Twitter, who says already an investor in Whatnot, or I guess takes a clip of already an investor in Whatnot. Martinez decided to try it, buying boxes of cards on eBay, some costing upward of $30,000, and auctioning the individual cards on live streams. Some sold for as little as $5. One fetched $672,000. So I guess that doesn't really matter. But the biggest thing here is you got to remember, again, in 2021, when no one could buy product because the Walmart was sucked off dry because all the Whatnot sellers were grabbing that stuff. All the people that just wanted to open it were grabbing everything in existence because there just wasn't enough product. There was too many people getting into Pokemon. The stock dog Whatnot 69 mega ballers to the extreme. There was free money. They go to Walmart, they fill their cart, they bring it home, they turn their stream on, and people would buy their overpriced stuff. That's not the case anymore in 2023. You can go online, you can shop around, and that's why I'm thinking or wondering, like, who and why the hell are you still buying from other people? Especially stupid G-ballers. Like, I get it. You got like your favorite PokeTuber. They're doing a break. You want to buy into it. It's a cool little thing. You don't mind spending the extra money. Or it's vintage and you want to make sure that like you're getting authentic and not something resealed or whatever. You know, someone's going to cover your butt if you're buying from like a rusty vintage break or something like that. And it's just for fun. You don't care that it's going to cost you extra money. You don't care that the fact that, you know, the pack, the contents of the pack, the expected value of the contents is going to be way less than the price you paid for whatever that pack was, whether it was from him or somewhere else, or hopefully somewhere like a trusted source or someone that broke down a box. I mean, you can even buy them and keep them sealed if you want, but that kind of thing, that I understand. Buying modern packs in hopes of hitting some bounty when you have like even the partial owners of the company are just ripping you off. They're ripping you off. I've been saying this for ages. Now that we finally have big enough slip-ups and we have enough people at least coming forward to me, if not publicly, with their information, then we can shut this crap down. I'm tired of it. It's bad. And most of the people that are falling into this crap are new. And it's not an excuse that like, oh yeah, well, they should have spent their money better. No, this is behind the scenes sketchy carnival scam. This is behind the scenes manipulating the odds. They're not going to tell you that they're manipulated, but they are. All right, here we go. Here's the Whatnot. So we're almost at 20,000 views on that, and again, we got 1 like. Classic. I thought this was very cool here. Nice little comment. It says, "Thank you for bringing this to our attention, Rattle." Laura making a little LOL funny. "Thank you for bringing this to our attention, Rattle. Unfortunately, these scammers are bringing us money and exposure to the site. Therefore, we choose to blatantly ignore any wrongdoing and publicly side with them. Fix it for you." So there's some of that. Yes, I would say more if it was not like a complete already conflict of interest. I've even heard, and it would not surprise me if some of these bigger channels, especially ones that own part of the company, aren't actually paying Whatnot fees, which would, again, another behind the scenes, probably not something they're necessarily going to talk about. If that's something that they are willingly able to disclose to us, whether it's Whatnot that discloses it, or if Blake would like to speak with me at some point, he's still very much welcome to do a phone call and or a Discord call. We can do it live if he would like to. That way, there's no, again, if I'm ever having a conversation with someone and I think context on the entire thing is important, I'm just going to upload it start to finish. It is what it is. It's not, I don't want to chop something up and make it seem like it's something it's not. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. It's just easier. And I think it's in everyone's best interest to just have a full conversation like that, aired out. But again, if you can't even tell people that it was a scam, then he's I think they're hiding something else, and that's the reason why he can't just say like, oh, she was scamming. It won't happen again because I fired her. End of story. That's it. There's so much dirt behind the scenes, it seems, that maybe he's concerned that she's going to talk about that stuff because she did a lot of work for him. I think some of the social media stuff, some of the like management kind of stuff, things like that. And apparently a little bit of a teacher's pet from what people are telling me. So she probably knew. She's probably seen a lot of this stuff, like the Slack comment. And again, he's got to be a little bit careful who he burns. And well, I mean, I guess if he threatens everyone that he does burn, then it's worked so far, but it's not going to work with me, and it's not going to work anymore. You can only threaten so many people before it gets out. You burned a lot of people. They are not impressed with you, and they are very willing to share information with me. Hopefully we get some. If you're one of those people that used to work with them and you'd like to speak with me or speak about what's going on here, we can definitely make a little interview, do a little broadcast. Would be much appreciated if there are any volunteers. Would love to have you on the channel. Blake, your offer as well, if you'd like to talk to me. I don't think you do. If you're going to ban my name from your channel, I don't think you want to talk. And if it's going to go anything like your apology did, then I probably wouldn't recommend. All right, Grave. I thought I would like to highlight this one. This is a good one, man. The Twitter stuff has been extremely wild recently. Like this little comment here. We investigated ourselves and determined we are not scammers. Pretty much sums it up. All right, now let's see, while we're at it, and I don't think this deserves its own video necessarily, but I think this is just another important point before I let you go for the day. We have some rules and regulations. Again, the rules for thee and not for he. You guys got to follow the rules, you little streamers that are paying fees, that are just trying to get ahead on the app, that aren't buying up and hiring employees. With all that extra money that you make, you're paying the fees. You got to follow the rules. You'll get in trouble when Rattle makes a video about you. But not Blake, not anyone that owns part of the company, not anyone that makes them enough money that they have to kind of put it aside. I don't know. It's a weird thing because it's weird. They can't do it. They don't want to do it because they're making money off of it. But also, if they don't do it, they look really stupid. And I get to drag them for it. And then hopefully people realize that they shouldn't be spending their money there. All right. Here's the rule in question. We have a non-compliant mystery game or missing FCA. It says users must follow requirements for running mystery games. That includes displaying the floor price minimum/lowest value of the pack/item, ceiling price max/highest value of the pack/item, average price across the packs/items, and the number of packs/items available for sale in the game. That's pretty standard, and it blows my mind that is even a requirement. This is the kind of stuff that like the government doesn't let you get away with. And this is another example of something that's just like, whether it's mystery packs or anything else. That's why on the Discord, if you didn't know, on the Discord, there's an eBay self-promotion. If you're selling on eBay, if you're not a seller and you'd like to advertise your listings for free, you're part of the Discord. You're in there hanging out, whatever. Also, just copy paste your eBay links as long as they're legitimate items, Pokemon items, and $50 and above. Yes, talking to you, Billy. Stop posting those $10 cards in there or you're in trouble. You can stick your stuff in there, and there is a no mystery item sort of clause there, because I don't care who's putting the mystery item together. It's another way for people to hide or deceive. And no, not everyone's doing it, but the possibility is there. It's the same with the Guess the Energy games that we're seeing scams from the Blake crew. It's just another way that you can hide and make it very hard for people to approve, unless somebody buys like all of the mystery packs because you have all of them there. But if it's some kind of mass-produced thing and you don't have all of them on stream, you can never prove that there aren't some out there. We've seen countless I mean, not countless. We've seen quite a few mystery products on the channel here where we found out and we were able to determine that the products that were advertised and said to be in the mystery products don't even end up, and they never even own the items. They're using someone else's photos, that kind of crap. And even if they're not, even if they seed them and they give those out to certain people, there's just so many ways that this stuff can be abused that I just don't think anyone should touch it. I mean, and then you have the rare candy stuff that is just a blatant ripoff, because they'll say it's like it's $100 value, but it's a PSA 7 base set 2 Ratata. It's like, congratulations on your slab. Woohoo, you did it. Thanks for your money. But the box has lights in it. And Leon Hart farted into the box and sealed it in so you could sniff his ass. All right, here we go. We got the old Posterino here. Wait. Okay, there we go. We got it all on screen. Thanks, Pokemon Trainer Last, for posting this bad boy. So here we go. We got the Genesis Hits. This is pretty wild. Again, breaking the rules. So third-party mystery bags, and the font looks awfully similar. So I don't know if it's their mystery bags, and that's the thing too. Are they getting the mystery bags from somewhere? Are the mystery bags resealed? Are the mystery bags just crap that they slap together and can make up whatever values they want on them, because not necessarily all the mystery bags are on the screen or all there to begin with? Then they say you hope someone pulls a $800 to $1,000 card out of a $500 ceiling, according to PMW. Seems oddly specific since that did in fact happen. Wow, if y'all rebranding, just say that. So yeah, again, another just shady things with shady packages, doing shady people, shady things. And again, is that super mega? Do they have an arrangement beforehand? Is the person that is supposed to get that like super big hit, are they going to say, oh, I want the third one from the back. I want that one. That's the lucky one, right? And that has the $1,000 card in it. That, or they make sure that they grab that one. Man, or do they make sure that they buy, if they're doing them in order, they make sure they buy at a certain point when they're going through the bags, that kind of thing. Same with shill bidding. It's very, very easy for someone to hide that stuff. And unless they're really dumb and they get caught on some of it, and if they do get caught on some of it, you got to be pretty certain that they've been doing a lot of other stuff before they did get caught. So no, it's not a $75 scam. It's $75 over and 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 over. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it. They wouldn't be making money off of it, because who in their right mind is paying double, triple, whatever for modern booster packs that you can go buy at the store. You can order online, wherever you got to do it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Again, there will be more on this, and we got to take a little look into the man. It's been I was just saying it. I was just like, what the hell? Where's the stolen product, guys? Where is it? We got all these Charizards coming out, and why are they not being stolen? Sure enough, tomorrow we're going to take a look at some stolen ultra premium collections. I'm going to do a little bit of digging on that tonight and have something out for you guys tomorrow. Make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you guys look out for each other out there. Friends don't let friends buy stuff on Whatnot, especially not from Blake and or his little elves, or whatever you want to call them. His little tidbits that are also all trying to rip you off for him. Daddy Blake, please, I will rip off all of the Whatnot users for you. If only. Guys, see you next time.